When it comes to self-published books, if you're struggling to get sales, it can be multiple things. In this video, we're going to break down A+ content. That is the sales page on Amazon. You can see here for my screen, I did a dummy book test and I even made some mistakes. We're going to go through it today so you get a clear idea of what you can do to get more sales. My name is 𝐵 and I have made over 6 figures with Amazon, Kindle, direct publishing, journals, planners, notebooks, workbooks, even a written book. What I want to show you today is leveraging A+ content. There's new features with AI, but also being able to build a brand that you're proud of. On this sales page, I put in a pen name that I have, Springly Press, and you can actually see that it has to cut through the clutter of an actual press. So moving forward, I might actually think about what is the best pen name for my shop, and so it doesn't actually get lost in all these other things that are not books. When we go to the book category, we're going to type that in again, and there's a little bit more, right? It's a little bit more niche down, okay? But it's going to be really hard for people to find this book. It was published 8 days ago. I actually did this in a video you can find on my channel for AI covers. And so what we're going to do now is we're going to create a sales page that is more compelling for the buyer. Right now, this says this is a great spring notebook for journaling, makes a great present for kids. But like, I'm not utilizing this. You get up to 3,000 characters and I'm only using maybe 300 here. And so when a customer comes here, they might be thinking like, well, actually everybody's thinking this. It's the radio station in their head, WIIFM. What's in it for me? I have to paint the picture for the person to buy my book. This is a lot of the reasons why you run ads and you don't see conversions. People either are not attracted to your cover or they like your cover, but they don't know what's in it for them on the sales page. And part of the sales page is A+ content. And so I want to show you this video mostly so you understand the power of A+ content, but also Amazon just released artificial intelligence for A+ content. And so we're going to dive into that. But with my marketing background, I want you to know that I have scaled $27 offers to $30,000 in 45 days. And I've even done 56,000 in 4 days with offers. So I understand a sales page and I want that for you too. You might be asking like, why do you still publish books? I can't look away from the opportunity of money while you sleep. I love the idea of putting a piece or a product on Amazon with 90 million monthly buyers, okay? It has, my biggest month was $11,000. I've had my account suspended and even terminated, and I can't look away from the opportunity of Amazon. And so I love teaching it, but I also love doing it with my kids, okay? So you can see here, I have book being plugged in. This book is 8 days old. We haven't got a sell yet. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna beef up this description, and we're also gonna put A+ content in there. So let's actually go over, let's see, and we're not even categorized yet, okay? I also have this book, Predictable Profits. Let me know if you want me to read it and give you the playbook or the playbill, right? The clip notes. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to go over into kdp.amazon.com to go to our A+ content section. Okay, so I'm in my KDP account. This is kdp.amazon.com/bookshelf, okay? And we can see my book is live here. We're actually going to go over to promote and advertise. We click on there, opens it up. We can either run an ad, which, you know, I love ads and I have over 31 strategies to help you scale. I would never try to do that without having a really great book description. And I'm even guilty on turning on ads without A+ content to test it out. And I'm learning that I've kind of left money on the table. And it wasn't until this week that I learned that Amazon released artificial intelligence for A+ content. And I knew that was the universe telling me, Jenny, let's actually just start doing it. So this past week, I was able to do 5 pieces, 5 books, A+ content because of the automation. So I want to show that to you now. So A+ content here, we're going to scroll down. We're going to choose our marketplace and we're going to open manage A+ content. Okay, so now we're going to do our content name. We're going to do actually, all right, so now we're going to hit create content, right? And this is where we're going to put in our name for our content, Easter Journal. I've got my caps on. I'll just keep them on, okay? And we are going to add a module. Okay, here is the cool thing. I love to start with the company logo. This is the pen name, and I like to build that out. I might come back to that because I'm so excited to show you this AI. Okay, we're going to go down to, we've got AI ready, standard image with dark overlay or light overlay. And I think because it's Easter, we're going to do light overlay. Okay, now here we're going to hit select content to generate, and we're going to have to do select all. Select elements to generate content. When finished, click generate content for selected. Okay, generate content. I'm going to put in our ISBN number, our Amazon standard identification number. Okay, oops, let me try that. All right, and it should populate below. My Easter journal, Easter basket stuffer. Okay, optional, we're going to let it come up with it itself to see it should pull in keywords from the back end. Okay, realistic abstract. Let's do child holding book. We're going to keep it really simple. Okay, theme here, light. Backyard, seems appropriate. Okay, then we're going to hit generate. And it says, please allow some time for content generation to complete. You may work on other modules while this is being generated. Okay, so I'll actually go ahead and maybe build out my springly press. We'll pop over to Canva and we will do our company name, because once we put the company name in, then we can literally switch it. Okay, so let's grab the dimensions here. 600 by 180 is what we're going to do in Canva, and I'll actually create a template for you. And you can just grab it in the description below to save you time. For those of you that don't create A+ content, it seems like the hangup is that it takes too long or it's hard to format. And so I've created a lot of different templates that I go back to all the time. So let's go over to Canva and create the 600 by 180 pixel. And then we'll save that to our computer and we'll come back over, we'll click on this and we'll upload. Okay, so in Canva, I hit custom design. You do believe you need a Canva Pro account for this. It's $12 or $15 a month, but it pays for itself once your books start making money. So I totally gladly use this. We're going to hit create new design and we'll open a new window. And this is a template that I'll build for you. It's going to open a new window for us. Let's pop over and check it out. Okay, so if you watched in my last video, in one of my last videos, I used AI for cover creation. When I had that cover done, I should go over to resize and I should resize it for 600 times 180 px to get the same thing going here. Okay, right now I'm going to have to dig through a week's worth of book creation in my Canva account, and it's going to take me a second to find it. So that is a quick tip for you to save time, is to create this now so that when the book's live, you just upload the A+ content. Okay, that probably took me, I don't know, 30, 28 seconds, 18 seconds, but it was still time that I used, right? Okay, so I'm using the same background for this. And here's something to think about. If I was going to build out this entire brand, maybe I wouldn't be using the same background as this book, but Springly Press, we're just going to do this for this tutorial. And I'm going to hit remove background just to see. Okay. We're going to go to text, and a hack that I like to use for A+ content, you can use Pro Elements now. So this one I couldn't use like on a book title, these two fonts, but on A+ content I can. Okay, so I think that is an important thing to leverage if you have the Pro account. You gotta spill stuff, right, girlfriend? Okay, so there we go. And this actually, it doesn't quite stand out. And so I might just do another color right behind it, a box. Let's do our shapes. Let's see. And we'll just do a yellow and put this right behind there. We'll go up to positions. Oops. And do backwards. Okay, that's a good start. Like, I'm not in love, but I'm not heartbroken over it. I'm going to just center it a little bit more. Pull it down a little bit. Okay. All right, so that is sufficient. I'm going to save it, header. I'm just going to call it the header for the page. I'm going to save this as a PNG, and we're going to go back over to our A+ content, and we're going to upload this and check out the AI. Right, so we're back over on KDP. We're back on the A+ content. We're going to do our standard logo. We're going to click on this, and then we are going to add it here. Click image. We can actually drag it from our downloads, which is great. And oops, medium height. Let me go back over to Canva and fix that really quick. I may have put in 100. Do you know what I love about these tutorials is we're going fast, and you guys probably saw that I put in 100 pixel and you couldn't stop me because you're not here in my room with me. I wish we were all together hanging out. So I did go and change that so you can see that it did upload there. Okay. And let's see, Springly Press is designed to brighten your days. Okay. Okay, so we're going to scoot this up. Okay, so let's look at the AI. Like if we were just getting started, I am totally fine with this just getting started. Now, Amazon knows the size of this book, so they are trying to do that to scale, but we can leave feedback. I'm not going to. I'm going to be done with generating content, okay, for here. I might have the book on the left-hand side. I might go in and prompt that, but like literally because of AI, I was able to go so fast on this. And actually, let's actually see if we can generate that. Let's see. Okay, so they didn't do a child holding the book, right? And so that we have to go to other places like ChatGPT, okay, or Grok, or Claude, or Ideogram, okay. Place the book on the left side of the image. And so it's not perfect, but let's see. I think I'm going to stick with backyard just because it's spring. So let's give it a second to generate and see what it comes up with. Now, I think this AI ready content is really good for that journal or planner. But if we have to show the book like entertaining a kid, like a coloring book, I do think we might have to do some outsourced resources to do that. But I also love that when you plug in the 𝐬𝐿, it takes your book cover and does a mock-up for you. That can save you a lot of time in doing mock-ups. Maybe now we don't actually have to do third-party mock-ups. We can use the ones that Amazon generate for us. And if you're like, that prompt wasn't that good, that's probably on me as a prompt engineer that I could always get better at prompting AI. Okay, so this actually, I love the butterfly. Like, capture your thoughts and memories in the delightful journal featuring a beautiful design floor cover that evokes this joy of spring. Like, we're going to go with that, and it kept it separate. But also look right here. There's a ghost. The ghost of Bevos. The ghost of I'm not going to say his name. Okay, I didn't notice that before. Did you notice that before? It's actually kind of funny. Let's take the kid out, okay, because it's pretty ghostly and creepy. Okay, that's with AI, right? Like, it's not a human. And that's what's so funny is that we need to make sure we're not losing the human touch in this. A+ content is completely okay with AI. You don't have to say that you claim any copyright over it. And so it's a really fun way to build out a sales page. And in fact, maybe we'll take our cover over to ChatGPT and get more content that way. So we know also what we can add to this. Now, remember at the beginning that I said what's in it for me, right? We've got to work on the description, and we have got to build a picture here for the customer to want to buy the book. Okay, so like there's something on that chair, but it looks like a cushion. There's nothing really that creepy other than now the book is not as scale. Okay, so I'm going to be a little bit more nitpicky. Place the book on the left-hand side of the image. Make the book to scale on a picnic table in a backyard. Here we go. Oh, you got to hit generate content again. So this one works a little bit better, kind of gives that Easter vibe. So I'm not gonna leave feedback right now. We're done generating that. Let's actually go over to ChatGPT and do one more piece of content here since we're already uploading it, and I will go through the approval process. All right, so I'm just going to tell it I need a mock-up of a grandmother holding this journal, and I'm actually just going to see how it works if I upload my Easter, just the cover of this, and see how it works. I need a mock-up image generated of a grandmother holding this journal and smiling. Now, here's the important thing. You should know your avatar when you are creating books so you can actually paint the picture for the customer. That's another stage of like what's in it for me, is that knowing who wants the book, right? So this isn't for little children. If it is, I should have did more childlike stuff on it, but we could try it. So I need a mock-up image generated of a grandmother with gray hair. That's like what I'm imagining. Holding this journal and smiling. Okay. I could have given it more, but let's just see what it produces. This is ChatGPT 4.0. I do pay the $20 a month. It helps me a lot with copywriting. It helps me fix my emails and my sales pages just to get more out of it. So let's see what it is generating here. It says it's getting started. Let's go down a little bit. And I could have told it the dimensions. Let me pop over to A+ content and see if I can't get it to prompt those exact dimensions that I want. Okay, this is incredible, right? This is such a simple prompt. I need a mock-up of an image generated of a grandmother with gray hair holding this journal smiling. I'll actually give you this prompt also with the Canva template for A+ content for the simple logo. Okay, so make sure you grab that in the description below. So now we have this. I'm going to use this, but let's just see what happens when we ask it to generate it in a logo in an image ratio that A+ content wants. And here's the really neat thing is like if AI can start generating ratio sizes for us, in some ways it can cut out a lot of work that we would be building in Canva. Like I just said, I built that Canva template for you in Canva where you open it up and you put your logo inside. But if AI can do it faster, that's such an incredible, like we really have no excuses to having, all of our books should have A+ content on it now at this point, right? Because it's so accessible and we don't have to hire this out. And I was a wedding photographer for 12 years, you guys. I shot my last wedding in 2022, around the same time that I started publishing books. And so I love photography, but I also understand that not everybody has a big budget to be able to publish, or to take pictures. And so publishing can be a bootstrap model. It can be cost effective, and you can already see this image is doing really well. It is, she's still as happy as ever, the sweet grandma. And so this is such a game changer. So take advantage of this. I'll give you the prompt for the logo, but now I'm like, oh, I need to step up my covers. Even though I did this as an AI introduction, like there's so much more. So simply click on this and then you'll save it to your computer and we'll go over to A+ content and plug it in. It's so cool. Okay, so I literally dragged it in here. I dragged it in A+ content. Image keywords, describe image for customers using screen reader application. Elderly woman holding the Easter journal. Okay. Celebrate. That actually has a curved corner, and I should have told it to keep it straight because I don't want the customer to be like, what? It needs to look like that. Celebrate spring and Easter by journaling your gratitude. Now here's something interesting, right? Do you guys see this little image? Easter, blah, 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 blah. So it did mess up there. So what I'm going to have to do actually is put this into Canva and take it out. Okay. So there are some prompting stuff, but like it was faster than hiring a grandma to take pictures with my notebooks, especially because I just published book 568. Okay. So Do you guys want to go over to Canva with me and edit this out really quick? Let's go. Okay, so you can see when I type in 970 times 600 pixel, I have created so many templates that Amazon knows it's an Amazon, that Canva knows it's an Amazon product description. So it just has that memorized for me. I have templates in here. So that is a great Canva hack to get going. So now I'm going to drag my image in there in Canva and clean it up, because I can use Canva like Photoshop. I'll show you. Let's go. All right, so now that we're in here, we could add more to this, right? But what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab an element and I'm going to actually just kind of cover this up. And let me see what my Easter basket stuffer is, what I had on my title there. We're going to go our eyedropper. We're going to grab this color. Okay. We're just going to blend it in a little bit and shrink it up. Boop. Scoot over a little bit. And I'm actually going to put in Easter basket stuffer. And I'm doing this so there's no false advertising, right? Like, I want it to show up in the customer's mailbox just the way it looks online. And that is how you also increase reviews, right? By actually like advertising what your book is about. Let's see if I can get it a little bit. And so I want to make sure that this looks as much like what it is online. Let's go 5, go down a little bit. Okay. Let's save this now and upload it to A+ content. So in your A+ content, if you have mess ups like me, you can simply hit the X button here and drag the new saved image into here. It will drag it, and we can simply hit add, and it looks a little bit more like the actual book, right? Okay. And we're gonna leave it there for now. Like, I'm wondering if this has a bigger punch than this one. Okay. So we're going to apply our 𝐬𝐮 next. And you'll simply paste your 𝐬𝐮 there, right? And scroll down. You'll hit that. You'll hit apply content. And then you'll hit submit, review and submit. And then should we go work on the book cover? Let's go do that. This is what it will look like for desktop. So I already have to go back in here. You guys are like, Jenny, we saw you do this. Your dyslexia struck again. Celebrate Easter and spring by journaling your gratitude. So we already have to go back and fix that. But if someone who has dyslexia, can do this fast, you can do it too. Okay. So I actually love that I'm human. Okay. Submit for approval, and then let's go over to the book description and I'll show you the format that I use to magnify the A+ content here. All right, so we have 3,000 characters, right? We have 3,000 characters to write a book description on Amazon. Let's do this by focusing on the pastor method. Did you guys know what that is? I learned it in digital marketing by Ray Edwards. Okay. This Easter journal is 100 pages. Great for scripture, note taking, Easter day, church, services, or every day diary. It's 6 by 9. It's a great gift Easter basket stuffer for your loved one, like grandma or an aunt. Okay, so the PASTOR method stands for problem, agitating the problem. Let's actually see what the computer says when we hit enter. Okay, ChatGPT is P, problem, A, amplify, S, story, T, testimony, like social proof, O, offer, and E, response. Okay. So it's telling us all the things. Yes, please write this and don't mention the PASTOR method. Okay. And so consequently, the PASTOR method can include what people are looking for, that station, like what's in it for me. So we're going to just make sure everything on here is correct. It is soft cover, it is matte. We're going to grab this and we're going to go build it into our, not our A+ content, but our sales page, right? Because we want it to convert. So let's dive in there. Okay, we're back in our bookshelf at kdp.amazon.com, and we actually are going to edit our paperback details. Once we're inside here, we understand that we cannot change the title. This is why keyword research is important. We can't change the subtitle. This is also why keyword research is important. We can't change the pen name, which is also a reason why we do keyword research too. Okay. If you want a pen name profits masterclass, I've done one multiple times, but if we want to put it here on YouTube, then definitely put, please, let's do a full course on pen names. All right, so we have our ChatGPT prompt for the PASTOR method, right? So we're going to pop it in here. Okay. The perfect Easter journal for scripture study, daily devotion, cherished reflection, looking for a meaningful gift that will stand out from candies and trinkets. That's why we created this notebook. Easter journal's perfect addition to any Easter basket, especially for grandma, mom, beloved aunt, or anyone who loves to write and reflect. Okay. With 100 lined pages, vibrant spring-inspired floral cover, this 6x9 offers a quiet, thoughtful space for spiritual growth, prayer journaling, and everyday notes. In my marketing, when I sell courses or books, I always try to stay within, I try not to do 3 lines. We need this, anyone at a 5th grade reading level, be able to read this and not get caught up, okay? So I always put spaces between stuff. Whether it's used for Easter Sunday to capture thoughts during church service or throughout the season as a daily devotional companion, this journal is a heartwarming gift that lasts long after the eggs are found. Just cute little stuff, right? Okay, I'm highlighting the benefits with this green check. Okay, so that's a benefit for the reader, the buyer. Okay, it's keepsake. Now, do you remember our keyword research? Easter basket stuffer. Like, we want to make sure we're using keywords in here. Okay, so we still have 1760 characters. And we still need to fill in the back end keywords. So this is a good start for our book. Let's move on. Okay, so look how far we've come together. I'm going to give you this checklist because it showed you, we did a little bit of the prep work. Lets you know kind of step by step if you needed a checklist. Over here, the outline of like prepping, design, branding, using the modules, and making them the right size so it's an optimal experience when you upload on Amazon. Along with the things that we used in this training, right? So we've got Canva that we use ChatGPT, we used Amazon AI. So I'll also put this in the little freebie portal for you with the template for Canva, and then let me know if there's anything else. I think just knowing how much more you can do in sales by having A+ content helps. Now let's dive a little bit into some numbers so you know what you're looking for when you want to have your book convert, and kind of a ballpark of numbers for conversions and why A+ content helps that so much. All right, so when you click the link below, you'll get a coupon code for the A+ content starter kit. And when you come in here, the coupon should load in there. Grab it. You'll get on my email list. You'll get more news, more coupons, things like that. Publishing can be isolating to do it alone, and I don't ever want anyone to feel like they're alone. So I want you to grab this while it's still, the coupon is still valid. And I'll keep the coupon in there for a couple weeks. Let me know how I can help you guys. What future trainings would you like to see? And let me know where you get stuck in your publishing journey, and I'll see you in the next video.